I understand that some of you will say that as a privileged white guy, I should not have a voice in this conversation and that what I'm about to say is stupid, ignorant, blah, blah, blah. You can't call me a racist and then turn around and say that I can't have a voice on something because of my color. That is incredibly ignorant. Your entire argument collapses on itself. I am going to address Black Lives Matter today because there are two of them, the real one and then the media made up one. And then I'm going to address the whole blackout your screens for Tuesday by all the celebrities and all the, I'm going to go ahead and say it, all the sheeple. Okay? We're going to do that right now. From a privileged white guy. Sorry, but it's coming. I'm Jared, this is a RedRacer video. I used to be a car guy here on YouTube, and now I'm a late breaking news, political news, world news, call it what you want to call it guy. I just speak my mind now. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell next, subscribe, so you get notifications if you think this video doesn't suck. But I'm about to be really real with you guys today. If I lose some of you, I'm sorry. I hope you, or wish you the best in whatever it is you go and do after this, going forward, if I lose you for saying what I'm about to say. But I do believe in my heart it needs to be said. Big shout out to somebody that had a phone conversation with me today that made me feel like I am over the target enough to stand my ground a little and stand on my beliefs enough to say what I want to say today in this video. I wasn't going to make this, but I'm making it. On Instagram this morning, because I spend a bunch of time there, if you guys don't follow me, at RedRacerJared on Instagram. I'm also at RedRacerJared on Parler, Parler. Get rid of Twitter and Facebook. Go to Parler. On Instagram and a bunch of places, not on Parler, because that's not really where you see those kind of things, but on Instagram, I saw a lot of people with black screens today. In spirit of full disclosure, I didn't really know what that was about yet. I hadn't gotten up to speed on that. I didn't know that was a thing. The more I scrolled, the more black screens I saw. So I thought, okay, well, I obviously probably should pay attention to this. A lot of people are thinking this is a thing or paying attention to this, or people are making a statement. I like to go get educated. Started kind of seeing a trend. If I'm being totally honest, I'm not judging anybody, not lumping people into groups, but I started seeing a trend about who was posting a black screen and who wasn't. And then I saw some other people that didn't really seem to follow that trend, also posting black screens. So I really started digging. This is all I'm going to say. I don't want to dwell too long on the black screen thing because this video will get really long because it's going to spiral into a lot of other stuff. Where I stand is where I posted on Instagram. Again, at RedRacerJared on Instagram. I posted a black screen with some words over it that basically said, you guys are taking the bait, you're making this about race, and you're also not seeing, and this is my opinion on it, guys, just my opinion, Jared RedRacer video only. You're not seeing that they are just baiting us into standing against each other again. They're making one of us be over here and the other one be over here. They're doing it again. It's all this is. This is division. Diversionary tactics. It's so predictable and so many are jumping on it. And in fairness, I'm jumping on it too because now I'm making a video and I made a black screen with words on it saying, you're dumb for having a black screen. I understand the symbolism behind saying, yeah, I'm behind Black Lives Matter. I do think Black Lives Matter. But I think that a lot of people are only seeing it for that. They're only seeing it for surface level. They're not seeing it for what it really is. Again, just my opinion. But what they're trying to do is make it like we're all finally standing up and saying, yes, Black lives do matter. We've been ignoring them forever. No, we haven't. That's not true. There's no evidence to support that anymore. There's equal opportunity. I don't care what anybody says. You got to decide. Yes, I understand that there are some people who are born in ghettos and bad places and there's bad stuff. There's little white kids born into ghettos and homelessness downtown Salt Lake. So it really, I'm sorry, is just we're kind of to the point now where there is a lot of it's what you make of it. And there are people that play the victim and there are people that aren't. Hashtag Candace Owens. Again, many other people of color, of different sexualities, of different sexual preferences I am friends with are in my comments do communicate with me and do feel the same way I feel. So you can't take my voice away and eliminate my opinion because I'm a white dude. Because there's lots of people of different colors and different everythings that think the way I think. You can't keep cheapening our voice. You can't say that because I won't post a black screen that I'm now a racist, a sexist, a homophobe, a xenophobe, and all the other stupid names you try to give us to take our voice away. That is what this is about. This is a control thing. This is a do you wear a mask or don't you wear a mask? Did you post the black screen? Did you not post the black screen? They are taking also, while we're on the subject, they're taking Black Lives Matter's voice away and making it something else. They're turning Black Lives Matter into rioters. And when I say they, I mean Antifa and Soros and the DNC and the Clintons and and the so-and-sos, and you guys go decide who else is involved, but there's a lot. There are videos of plenty of people of color trying to stop the people that are starting these riots. You guys have probably seen them, and if you haven't, you're only watching CNN and MSNBC. Go look on Instagram, look for some videos, look on Parler, look anywhere else. There's videos where they go back and hand the bricks back to the car full of Antifa members, handing bricks, and I'm sure sometimes money, to young, impressionable black kids, getting them to go throw bricks and start these riots and incite this violence. If you guys can't see this, you are blinded. I get the message behind the black screen. I know that in your heart it sounds like, oh, I'm doing the right thing here. But I promise you, you're being manipulated. I promise you. It is crazy to see what is happening, what is transpiring all across the country. It is orchestrated. It is. There's videos all over. There is proof. It's orchestrated. There's people that are funded to go and spark this stuff off. Those same people, those same celebrities are the ones telling you should black your screen out right now. I'm also going to touch on another point. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this again, at RedRacer Jared on Instagram. Go look up, I just asked Siri, hey Siri, what does a black screen mean? Go do this on your phone. See if you get the same answer. Maybe Google's corrected it by now. Maybe not. Siri brought up, the first thing it brought up was like, I don't remember if I had to click or if it just brought it up, but it was a WikiLeaks of a black screen. What it said a black screen was basically a failure of a system on a computer program, the black screen of death. And then it goes down on the bottom to paraphrase that the black screen is a sign of the system override and not working and a system is shutting down. I think that means something. Call me crazy, call me a cutard, call me a tin hat wearer, whatever you want to call me. I just think that the people that are posting these screens, some of those people understand what they're doing and they're sowing division intentionally. And there's another group of people who think they're trying to bring people together and they're not. They're missing what it means. I love everybody for trying to bring people together if that's what you're doing. But today it's everybody's looking at did you post a black screen? Did you not post a black screen? Nobody's paying attention to, did Hillary show up for her court? Or did Hillary come up with another excuse as to why she won't testify about Benghazi? And why she won't testify about emails? Why she keeps ducking judicial watch? Keeps trying over and over and over and over not to show up. And today's the day for her to show up. And now the headlines, in fairness, I'm a sheep too, because here I am making a video about just people's screens being black or not. I am not a racist. I am not a xenophobe. I am not a homophobe. I have friends of all colors. I have friends of all sexual preferences. I have friends, a good friend of mine today that I've known since I was in junior high. We obviously are on very different sides of the issues today. And they commented on one of my posts about my opposition or my stance on what the whole black screen issue means today. It was kind of one of those, it was a little bit of like it was a gut check a little bit. It was one of those things where you step back and go, man, am I sure I stand where I stand? And I do. But it was a really good illustration about how differently people can think and still be very good-hearted people. I'll be open and honest and say that I told this person that I think that they are missing some stuff. I wasn't mean. I wasn't disrespectful. I love this dude. Literally somebody I think of as a brother. As close to me as about anybody. We came away from it still loving one another, still being brothers, but very much understanding that we're on opposite sides of the fence on things. Quoting him, we're on opposite planets. I respect this person's opinion still very much. We share many of the same passions. We are different colors or different races for what it's worth. We're both the human race. I understand there's only one race. I only say that to illustrate the fact that at the end of it, we still are brothers and still love one another and don't see eye to eye. No fists are flying, no bricks are flying. That's how things really work. That's how the real world really works. We don't have to now freak out and get mad at each other and hate each other and unfriend each other and unfollow each other. That is stupid, and that's what they're trying for. Just so you know, it's what they're trying for. Lastly, I just looked up and it was 11:11. Oh, there's my sign that this next point is, oh man, I hope you guys stayed to this point. That's why I know I should be saying this next. Man, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. I'm an 11:11 person, guys, and I'm not kidding you. I've seen 11:11 on clocks and in recording times and in everything. I'm not joking you, a handful of times in the last day and a half. Wild. Whew. Okay, here we go. Kind of like yesterday's video a little bit, but we're talking about it again. There is so much happening that they are not covering. The media is ignoring the real issues. All of this, the black screen, the rioting, the virus, the whether you wear a mask, whether you don't, whether you're this, whether you're that, lumping us into groups, sowing division, making us divide. They're making us divide on purpose. Why? Because Hillary was supposed to be in court today. The Obamagate stuff is blowing up. Clapper, Brennan, Comey, Loretta Lynch, all of them, everybody who hates Donald Trump and people like me is in deep crap right now, and it is coming apart this week. And none of it's getting covered because there just so happens to be mass calamity everywhere across the nation. Coincidence? I think not. Start ignoring the black screen or not. Start ignoring the flippin' virus stuff that is made up. It's just a flu. Stop being dumb. If you're old, be a little more careful, but wash your hands. Take your masks off. Stop being obsessed with the riots. It's not actual rioters. It's Antifa paying people and finding young, impressionable people to do this. They're literally losing these things one thing at a time, and they just keep coming up with the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And the media just spins off on the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And they're ignoring all the real stuff. I'll make a video later today or tomorrow about the real stuff, I promise. But I'm closing this one out by saying pay attention to the fact that Hillary is dodging her court dates and refuses to testify on anything. Why does Hillary keep refusing to testify about everything? Why do they keep spinning off on everything else? Why do they refuse to cover the fact that Obama was in on the fact that everybody got spied on? They went after a 3-star general and nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares. They've spied on a bunch of other Republicans. Nobody cares. They spied on a bunch of other Americans. Nobody cares. Obviously, people that think the way I think are being targeted. Obviously, they're trying to make you guys hate people like me and divide us by any other way they can. I don't hate any of you. I love all of you, regardless of your size, shape, color, whatever it is. I do not care. Just don't hate people, don't throw bricks, and don't burn people's businesses down, and don't harm people. Use your voice some other way. Be smarter than that. I love all of you, and I hope that whatever I said was not abrasive. I know I yell when I talk a lot. That's just what I do. I'm not yelling at you. I talk loud. Since I was a little kid, my mom's been saying, shh, shh. So I'm sorry. It's a flaw, okay? Just like my red face. I love you guys. All of you. Please stop being misled by the media. Whatever they say to pay attention to the opposite. Again, I love you all. Jared RedRacer video. Come watch again tomorrow. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Hit the bell next, subscribe. See you on the next one.